Welcome to Storied Audio. The town clung to the edge of the ocean like a secret it refused to let go. Salt-stained, sun-bleached, beautiful in a way that hurt. Dean and Becky had once believed it was the perfect place to build a life. They arrived young, hopeful, and convinced the world had finally given them something permanent. Their love had grown quietly, naturally. Coffee became dinners.
Dinners became weekends.
Weekends became plans whispered in the dark. By the time they packed their belongings into a rattling car and drove toward the coast, they were certain nothing could break them. For years, their routines were soft and familiar. Morning coffee on the porch, gulls crying overhead. Evening walks along the shoreline, shoes dangling from their hands. Becky writing in her journal while Dean cooked dinner or scrolled through listings for houses they dreamed of owning. Dean had been carrying a secret for months, a ring hidden in the glove compartment of his car, wrapped in a crumpled receipt, buried beneath napkins and loose change. He imagined her reaction constantly, the stunned smile, the breathless laugh, the way she'd say yes before he even finished asking. He never doubted her answer. Only the moment. One night, everything felt perfect.
Dinner.
A movie they barely watched, Becky's head resting on his shoulder. They fell asleep with the windows cracked open, the ocean breathing in and out like a living thing. But sometime after midnight, Dean woke thirsty. Becky slept peacefully, turned toward him as if reaching for warmth. He slipped out of bed and walked into the kitchen, moonlight spilling across the countertops. That's when he saw it. Becky's journal.
Open.
Face down. Exposed. She never left it open. She never left it out. Dean had never read it. He respected it the way he respected her heartbeat. He poured a glass of water, hesitated, then picked up the journal. Just one page, he told himself. Just one. He flipped it over. The glass slipped from his hand and shattered on the floor. The words hit him like a blow. I don't know if I should stay in this relationship. His pulse roared in his ears. He kept reading, each sentence cutting deeper. My feelings have changed. I love him, but I don't know if I'm in love anymore. It's getting harder to keep living a lie. The room tilted. His breath fractured. He reread the lines, praying they would rearrange themselves into something less lethal. They didn't. Questions tore through him. When did this start? Was he blind? Was he not enough? Was there someone else? He imagined waking her, demanding answers, begging for truth. He imagined her eyes filling with pity. He imagined hearing words that would destroy him completely.
He didn't trust himself to speak.
He didn't trust himself to stay standing. So in the quiet kitchen, with the ocean whispering outside the windows, Dean made a decision that felt like tearing his own heart out. He cleaned the broken glass with shaking hands, packed a duffel bag with clothes, documents, pieces of a life he suddenly realized wasn't his anymore. He paused in the bedroom doorway, watching Becky sleep, her hair spilled across the pillow like something holy. He wanted to wake her. He wanted to hear her voice one last time.
He didn't.
Instead, he wrote a note. I love you with all my heart. I wanted a life with you. What I read broke something in me I don't know how to fix. I can't come back home. He left it beneath her journal and walked out before dawn, the cold ocean air slicing through him. He didn't know where he was going, only that staying would kill him. When Becky woke, she reached for Dean automatically. Her hand found empty sheets. She frowned. Maybe he'd gone for an early walk. But when she stood, something felt wrong. Half the closet was empty, drawers stripped bare. Her heart lurched violently. She ran to the kitchen. Her journal lay on the counter. She flipped it open and saw the page instantly. The one she'd written the night before. Exhausted, scared, pouring out fear she didn't know how to say aloud. No, she whispered, collapsing to the floor. He wasn't supposed to read that. It wasn't a decision. It was a moment of doubt, one she intended to work through, not act on. Then she saw the note. She read it through tears, each word slicing deeper. She called his phone again and again. Disconnected. His email bounced. His social media was gone, erased as if he had never existed. She called her friend Mia, sobbing. When Mia asked what Dean had read, Becky told her. A long, Heavy silence. Becky, Mia said softly, those words, they're devastating. Becky knew. She knew it in the empty house, in the quiet mornings, in the way the ocean no longer sounded gentle but cruel. Words had weight, and hers had shattered the one person who loved her without hesitation. A year passed. Dean rebuilt his life far inland, in a town where the air didn't taste like salt and nothing reminded him of her. He created new routines, new walls, new versions of himself. Eventually, he made a new social media account. No explanations, no history. Just fragments of a life he was learning to live. Hiking trails, coffee shops, quiet smiles. Becky tried to move on too, but regret clung to her like a second skin. She never dated seriously again. She compared every man to Dean and found them lacking. She knew she had been loved deeply, and she let fear convince her it wasn't enough. One afternoon, Mia sat beside her, phone in hand. I didn't want to show you this, Mia said carefully, but you should know. She turned the screen toward Becky. It was Dean, standing somewhere sunlit and unfamiliar. His hair longer, his smile softer, his hand intertwined with a woman's. She looked up at him with unmistakable love. Becky's breath shattered. He looked happy. Truly, undeniably happy. Her heart broke again. Not with shock, but with clarity. She hadn't lost him because he stopped loving her. She lost him because she doubted it. Because she wrote words she couldn't take back. I threw it away, she whispered, tears falling. He loved me and I threw it away. Outside, the ocean kept its endless rhythm, indifferent, eternal. And Becky finally understood. Some loves don't die because they fade. They die because they aren't protected when they matter most. Subscribe to the channel for more audio stories.